Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another photography adventure. Today I am on the Summit Trail to Mount Diablo. Now it's about 5:30, sunsets in about 2 hours, and this trail is about six miles long. I'm not actually gonna make my way all the way to the summit. Hoping to maybe get a view of Mount Diablo as the sun sets. But honestly, today, I don't have any plans as to what I'm going to shoot. I was gonna do a different trail today, closer towards the summit, but then doing a little bit of research, I realized that the gates close at sunset, which means I'd be trapped here in the state park since I'm gonna be waiting for sunset and wouldn't get back to the car until sometime afterward. So yeah, I parked about a mile outside the state park and hiked my way up through a residential area. And yeah, it's pretty warm today, already sweating. It's all uphill coming up to this here trailhead. So already feeling it. Yeah, just gonna look around. It is spring, so while it is wildflower season here on Mount Diablo, I've seen a few little purple flowers here and there, but nothing too big yet. Yeah, just gonna hike. We're just gonna hike, and then if we see anything, we'll take a photo. If not, oh well. Such is life. Found something worth shooting, kind of. It's not necessarily anything spectacular, but I don't know, I like the way the tree looks. But here's essentially what we're looking at. GoPro actually matches the shot fairly well, but we have this, I believe it's an oak, this oak tree over here in the sun, shining through there, and we've got this trail leading on out. So that is the general composition right there for you all. So I like the trail. It doesn't necessarily lead up to the subject. In fact, the subject kind of juxtaposes the leading line as it is off in the corner. But I don't know, I think it's kind of nice. So as for settings, we are at fourth of a second. No, we are at 4 seconds. So I have the polarizer on the front along with the 3-stop ND filter right there. And we're looking at 4 seconds for the middle exposure. I'm doing a 5 exposure stack once again, since I'm shooting into the sun, just to kind of save the highlights. We are at f11, ISO 100. Let's go ahead and take the shot. So for today, honestly, conditions for photography, not necessarily anything great. There's no clouds in the sky. Lighting is fairly harsh right now. I'm shooting at 5 o'clock, so light's not too great, not yet anyways. And I have no idea what I'm gonna see on this trail. But I think for photographers, especially if you're kind of just starting out, there's a lot of bugs around here. It's important to just kind of get out and shoot regardless of what the conditions are. If you get that spectacular sunset with the fiery clouds or nice sunrise, great, that's cool. But you're not always gonna have all that available to you. So I think, at least for me, and I think for other photographers as well, it's important just to get out and shoot. Just go out with the camera, take a picture of whatever you feel like taking a picture of. It doesn't have to be something you're gonna put in the portfolio. but just to keep your eyes sharp, you know. Practice. I won't say practice makes perfect, because I don't think there's such thing as a perfect photo. You can get a great photo, but I don't think you can capture perfection in photography. But practice, I think it's important to practice. So yeah, that's just the plan today. We're just gonna go out and shoot whatever we see. We might get some other nice looking stuff like this, might not. I don't know if we'll even ever get a view of Mount Diablo on this trail by the time the sun starts to set. But yeah, just gonna be out, enjoy nature, shoot some photos every so often. I did pass by some wildflowers, but there was a lot of bees. You can't hear right now, I can still hear them droning. There's a lot of bees out by the wildflowers, and I don't want to get stung. That doesn't seem particularly exciting for me. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going up this trail. See if we can find anything else. Found some wildflowers to shoot. Got this patch right here. This is how we're looking. Got the camera real low. I'm on the wide, 16 millimeters. Doing a little vertical composition. So this flower is called lupin. I had a gentleman actually just walk by me not too long ago. Told me what the name of the flower is, which is great, because otherwise I just would have told you that this is a flower. I don't know anything about flowers, but they look really cool. Let's get close. Look at that. Looks really nice. It is a little bit later now. It's about 6 o'clock, so light's getting a little bit more orange, which is nice. Let's take a look at the composition real quick. So, like I said, I got a vertical going on here. I am at 40th of a second f11 and ISO 320, not 100. Gasp, why is that? Well, there is a bit of a breeze, at least there was earlier, enough to make the flowers move around a bit. And well, I want them sharp, so I need a slightly shorter shutter speed. And sitting at 100, I could only get about 15th of a second for the exposure to be good. So bumped up the ISO just a little bit so I could get just a little bit more speed out of the shutter. There's nothing wrong with bumping your ISO. I know a lot of landscape photographers like to sit at 100 or whatever their base ISO is for their camera, since it gives you technically the best quality photo. But sometimes you just gotta bump it up just a little bit, nothing wrong with that. Just don't go too far where you start introducing a lot of noise to your photos. But I took two separate types of photos here. I did one where it was just focused on the flowers. The background isn't super interesting. However, the trees do kind of match the flowers there. You can see how that looks. So I figured, you know what, I'll do both. One where the flowers are the only thing in focus, and then one where I do a focus stack and make sure everything's in focus. I think I took 5 or 6 photos for the focus stack, quite a bit. Just because of how close I am to the flowers, I needed 2 for the flowers themselves, since as you can see, some are sitting closer to the camera than others are. So had to make sure that all those were in focus. And then just got a few, I think it was 5. And I did 1, 2, 3, yeah. So 5 total photos for the focus stack. We'll see which one looks better. I'll put that one up on the screen, whichever one I like the most. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going. I'm close to Rock City and Sentinel Rock. Not the most enticing place to shoot photos, unless you're going there with a certain frame of mind. A lot of the rocks in Rock City have been defaced with graffiti, which is rather unfortunate. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going. If I get there, I get there. I don't think I'll actually be able to see Mount Diablo from this trail, from where I'm at, and I think I only have about an hour and a half before the sun actually sets. So we might just pick a spot that looks nice, that'll look good for sunset, and just chill there until the sun starts to set. And then we'll just make our way back to the car in total darkness. I made sure to bring my headlamps, so at least there's that. Hopefully I don't run into any wild animals, any mountain lions or coyotes. If you don't hear from me, I got eaten by a mountain lion probably. But for now, we'll just keep going on up. So something a little different from probably what would be a normal sunset shot for me. Got the long lens out, and we are looking down the trail that I just came up here. Coming up this trail, just kind of seems like it goes on forever, but it's mostly straight for the most part. But I kept looking back and thinking to myself, you know, it'd look pretty cool to do that sort of compression shot where you just create this sort of tunnel with the trees reaching on over the top. And then I looked back, and there was just a little bit of sun streaming through the trees, lighting things up. I've already taken a few shots, but the light does keep changing, so I've taken a few others. But here's what the composition looks like. Just like that. I do have a bit of a subject. You totally can't see it in the GoPro from there, but I do have a bit of a subject here. Right in the middle, you can kind of make out this tree. It's in the middle there, sort of a V shape. I've been waiting to get some light on there. I don't know if the sun will actually put any light on that tree. Hopefully it does. It'll look really cool if it does that. But if not, I'll just brighten it up in post most likely. But I think this is gonna be the last shot of the day. Pretty tired coming up this here hill, this mountain actually, since it's all the way up to Mount Diablo. And still like 2 more miles till Rock City. I'm feeling pretty hungry. Only brought a few snacks. So yeah, I think this is gonna be the last shot. We're gonna wait and see what the sun does for these trees here. So I'm just gonna chill out, munch on something, and then we will get a couple more shots. I did do a focus stack. Same with the flower. I'm gonna try both focus stack and then just a shot of my one subject. See which one I like more. Whichever one I like the most, I'll put up on the screen. Yeah. I'm not gonna sign off here just yet. Probably gonna see if there's anything else to shoot on the way back. Because I don't think I'm going to wait until the sun completely sets while I'm sitting here, because if I do, then I just won't get any light. So I'm just gonna sit a bit through this here golden hour. Things are looking pretty nice. Light looks nice. Can't see any clouds in this composition, or can't see any sky in this composition, so that's pretty good. All right, well, I've rambled on long enough about this shot. Gonna get a couple more, then we're gonna head on back, see if there's anything else worth shooting. we're about back at the trailhead. I almost left the GoPro behind, so I had to hike about half a mile back to go grab it, which means most of the light was gone by the time I started going down the trail. Don't leave your camera behind. Whew. It's a little bit of a scare. But not too bad of a day. I got some decent photos. I wouldn't say that they are spectacular or necessarily portfolio worthy. I do like the one with the lupin though. That one was pretty nice. But I'm glad I came out. Glad I got some photos. Like I said earlier, I think it's important just to get out and shoot. Even if you don't get anything necessarily good or worth putting in your portfolio, at least you went out and took some photos, which is better than obviously not going out and taking photos. But let me know what you think in the comments of the photos. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscription button and hit the notification bell to be notified of more videos. That'll be it for today from Mount Diablo. Don't know what I'm gonna do next week. That's just kind of been the theme of things. I don't know what I'm gonna do next week. We'll pick a trail and we'll go hike it and we'll see if there's anything worth shooting, like we did today, most likely. Yeah, I still got about a mile hike back to the car, so that'll be it for today. See you guys next week. Peace.